Aloha and mabuhay. My name is Emmy Ortega Anderson, your host for Pinoy Power Hawaii here on Think Tech Hawaii. We come to you live every Tuesday at 12 noon. We want to thank again the staff and the support of Think Tech Hawaii for giving us the opportunity to empower our kababayans. We aim to enrich, enlighten, educate, entertain, and the big picture for us is we hope to empower. Today, we're going to do just that with our guest, who is a close family member. In fact, he is a nephew. He is a pride of the Ilokanos because of his way of serving not only our Filipino community, but our community here in Hawaii for all of the wonderful services that he provides. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce Joel Tolentino. Welcome to Pinoy Power Hawaii.
Oh, thank you very much, Auntie. And thanks for having me over here at Think Tank Hawaii. Of course, our Pinoy Power radio program for you guys. And so blessed that you gave me an opportunity to feature our show today and our incoming album. And
Yes.
thank you very much, Auntie.
It's a pleasure. That's what we do, is to let everyone know of what's coming up and what our young people, young leaders, emerging leaders like you are doing to preserve our culture and also share our blessings with others. And with all of the recognition, the services, the award that you have received, you certainly is a pride, a symbol of our Ilocano pride.
Yes.
So let me start. I know you started your company, JT Sounds Productions, along with your wonderful wife, who is my
Yes.
niece, Jane,
Yes.
and you have your children supporting
Yes,
you too
I
in
have
this
three,
venue.
yes, of course,
Okay.
yeah.
Would you kindly mention their name and greet
Yeah, I
them?
have my three children. The oldest one is Jano Tolentino, and second one is Jade Tolentino, and the third one is small one that's really
Your
kind of
baby.
a crazy baby. Is Javen Tolentino.
All right, the three J's.
Yes, the
right?
three J's. Of course, we have five J's.
5 days
Yes.
altogether. Isn't that wonderful? Let's go now to talking about how you started. I know that you work for Bank of Hawaii for many, many years now
Yes.
without giving your age away. You're only 25, right? Okay.
Yes, before coming to Hawaii or in America, I used to already deal or in the entertainment business in the Philippines when I was
Yes.
young. So
Okay.
I joined a lot of contests and joined those singing contests in the Channel 30 Club, the ABC 30, the TV station in the Philippines, which is they have branches in Ilocos Norte, and we have contests every week.
Yes.
You call it Channel 13 Club by ABC 13 channel or something like that. So
Wow.
I used to join every week. If you win for that week, you need to compete again to the next week. And
So
if
you
you
move
win,
on.
yes. And I'm so blessed that,
You know, my age is like tawag ng tanghalan,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I know you're born in Badok.
yes.
Okay, so make the people from Badok pride. Tell them exactly where you're from, and of course, mom and dad.
Yeah, came from Barangay 4B, Aring, Badok, Ilocos Norte. And that's our first part of Ilocos Norte, coming from Manila to Ilocos. And I've been blessed that they all supported me throughout the years, and especially when we used to join the contest, and they always listen to the radio, and we're loving it. We're loving it. We really had a really.
Well, back then,
Yes,
before any of the social media or the cell phone technology came into play, radio was the main entertainment,
Yes,
because not
okay.
too many of us could afford to have television.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course, now it's a different story. You know, you can watch the world in the palm of your hand by just viewing what you have on your cell phone.
Yes, and I joined after doing the singing or music entertainment in business, or not business, but for activities. I joined baseball, and I'm glad, I'm blessed that I'm part of that Philippine team before that came over here, but unfortunately, I didn't get included on the time because something
Something good happened, right?
happened, something they insured or something. But
Okay.
I've been blessed, and then after that, I went to high school and college playing baseball. Then I stopped singing at the time, I think, because I concentrated on the sport.
On the
Because
sport.
I'm a varsity player on high school, so I concentrated playing baseball sport. But I still singing some of the functions all the
Right.
time. Then I went to college. I went to college in Manila for 4 years, and after that, then finally come over here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you recognize your DJ rangtay mo ngayon may dito'y Hawaii? How did you come about?
Yes, regular immigration system, and my parents petitioned us to come away for a better living, and
Did it start with a grandfather or
My
who's
brother.
your sakada?
my
Okay.
brother married to one citizen, and so
Oh.
petitioned my parents, and my
Uh-huh.
parents petitioned us.
I see. So
Yes.
that's where sakada roots through marriage. Okay.
Yep.
How do you like living in America?
It's really good, and yes, it's a good opportunity, Auntie. As long as you work hard, you get a better living.
You're gonna survive,
Yes,
right?
you gotta survive. Yeah, any kind of work, any kind of job, and it's up to your
As an individual like
yes,
you,
yeah.
right? I know. Joel, millions of people are dying to have the opportunity to immigrate. You know, may kanda ti kundaway nga umay ditoy land of milk and
Yes,
honey
yes.
to live the American dream.
Dreams, yeah.
And through the luck of fate, you finally made it here. We made it
Yes,
here.
yes.
Because I also have my Sakata story, and it is through marriage also. So we're grateful for those that paved the way.
Yes.
Nagijay ng yuswat ng luknuwat iti dalan tayo.
Dalan tayo umay ditoy. Ya kunada nga narabraber nga pagsapulan.
Yes.
So, yes.
Yeah. In that case, the grass is always greener,
Yes.
especially in Hawaii.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on. When you got here, you got through at college. You kind of dabbled with playing sports, baseball, and then singing on the
Singing,
side.
yes.
Yeah. How did your first album come into play?
Well, because I've been playing some of when I just got here, I've been enjoying playing a band, and I joined first band that I joined is a himig band, and second one is high frequency band.
Oh yes.
And I sometimes I play with night shift band, and we keep entertaining every weekend until nagiti party nga nakalabas
Yes.
sa party, and then I really appreciate those kababayan tayong musician, and they give me an opportunity to expose myself or
Yes.
showcase my talents, and we really had fun. Entertaining every weekend. Kada giti pada tayong Ilocano,
Yeah.
kada tayo pada tayong Philippine one.
Okay. So when did the love of music? When did you realize that you had that gift nga makakanta ka, at abilidad mo? Sinot naggapuan na dito nga talent mo?
Usually, my uncle and all my relatives, they are all musicians, and they every time they sing and they play and during back then when di babas kami pay, madlaw mo lang mahilig kang tumulad, mahilig kang kanta ka, you know, if they singing, then after that, then you try to sing, and
You try to copy and emulate.
imitate, yes.
Yeah.
Then after that, then all my mostly my cousin, they join singing contests. I think we have the blood line of
It's in the blood.
Yes.
Oh, good.
And then I realized myself that I into it. Then I tried to join the contest, and thanks God, you know.
Yeah, you were blessed.
You were blessed, and
They recognize your talent.
yes,
Yeah.
and then madlaw mo that really, you know, it's in your blood.
Oh, you got the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, kunada.
And it's really good because that's part of my therapy, especially in here. If you work hard,
Yes.
even though we're kind of busy doing little businesses, but if you
sing.
it's like that's part, you know, a way of therapy or relaxation.
That's wonderful that you found your outlet.
Yes.
Also, your passion. And I know I follow you and I see you singing in the car on the way to work or going around the island or whatever it is that you're doing. You're also the main person to go to when people or famous artists come to visit, especially Hawaii. They come to you for your wonderful collections of lights and sounds to produce a concert. Tell us about that.
Well, we started with playing the small DJ, and I remember when I just came from Philippines, and when I seen a lot of people playing music, and so I collected different kind of small turntables, small old TV.
You experimented.
And because I didn't have much money to buy good equipment, so I used to rent different equipment just to
get the feel.
Yeah, get the feel, and I have the guts, and that's one thing that I believe really to myself that even though I don't have much money, I rented equipment to go play music, hear the gigs. So I keep renting because I don't have my own kind of way. And I started. I remember borrowing some equipment. Some of my friends borrowing some equipment just to consolidate it,
put it all together,
and go to the gigs.
Oh,
and that's how it started.
You pretended.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
and from that, you planted a small seed that grew. And now when they have a full concert, when anybody's famous or they're producing a pageant, I know they come to you for the big pageant or big events in the Filipino community or the Jubilee that we celebrate. And every visiting Filipino artist, I know that they include your sights and sounds.
Yes, I really appreciate for the support from our community too, especially those organizations. And yes, need a lot of patience to earn or get all those kind of standards to do some concert. You need to have a lot of sacrifice your time, your money.
Yes,
that's why I get scolded every time from my wife because you cannot even afford to buy your own shoes, buy your shirt, or buy your clothes, and you can afford to buy equipment.
Yes, but I know that you don't forget to treat her well because she's got a couple of Louis Vuitton bags, right? You always try to make up for it.
Yes, I try to balance it, especially the first years of getting busier on the time, and I really sometimes a little bit neglected to my daughter. That's why and my first the oldest son because. Musician every time there's a lot of important things. Just like they're awardee and they're school, and we play music. I so poor thing for them, and I feel so bad that I didn't have time joining them. And now I'm trying to make up my time.
Finding balance.
Yes, balance.
We got to give kudos and of course credit to your wife.
Yes.
It takes a lot to support somebody like you.
I really appreciate it because
tell her.
Through the years, he's been busy doing a lot of things in our house, but he's still supporting me through caring my kids instead of that's my responsibility. And she's doing it for me.
She's doing all that.
Yes.
So could you say she is the wind beneath your wings?
Yes, you're the wind beneath my wings, my lovely wife. And
if you could sing it, you could do that.
In fact, I will surprise her because we made a song for her, Auntie.
Oh.
You gotta listen for it.
For the next album?
Yes. It's part of it. We call it Dream.
Right. We're having a candid conversation with Joel Tolentino. He is an extended part of our family. He's considered the pride of the Ilokanos because nangisit tisi ko nakakapsat kang kagayam. We're going to come back and return and continue our conversation with you here on Pinoy Power Hawaii after this break. We'll be right back.
Aloha, I'm Yukari Kunisue, the host of Konnichiwa Hawaii, Japanese talk show on Think Tech Hawaii. Konnichiwa Hawaii is all Japanese broadcast show, and it's streamed live on Think Tech at 2 p.m. every other Monday. Thank you so much for watching our show. We look forward to seeing you then. I'm Yukari Kunisue. Mahalo.
Hi, I'm Rusty Komori, host of Beyond the Lines on Think Tech Hawaii. My show is based on my book, also titled Beyond the Lines, and it's about creating a superior culture of excellence, leadership, and finding greatness. I interview guests who are successful in business, sports, and life, which is sure to inspire you in finding your greatness. Join me every Monday as we go beyond the lines at 11 a.m. Aloha.
Welcome back to Pinoy Power Hawaii here on Think Tech Hawaii. I am your host, Amy Ortega Anderson, a proud FBI. I should say full-blooded Ilocano, but I have two other lahi in there, and that's Spanish and Chinese, and it's true. I'm not making it up. Ortega comes from my Toledo family, all the way from Toledo, Spain. Okay, the other portion is the Chinese side of our family, which is my great-great-grandmother. Okay, we're going to go back to our conversation. Again, Pinoy Power Hawaii come to you live every Tuesday at 12 noon. Today we're having a kind of conversation with the pride of the Ilokanos. This is Joel Tolentino. So let's come back and talk about the awards and recognitions that you have garnered along the way for providing great service. Because, you know, I have a fashion show coming up, or I have an event. Oh, who are you going to use for lights and sound? And before I could say it, they said, oh, use Joel. And I said, I know. He's a family member. He's the first one for me to call. So it's almost automatic. It's given. Because you've developed the reputation. How did you go about that?
It's been a lot of patient that, you know, you need to adjust. You need to be flexible what they're requiring to. And you need to, it's like, I have always a motto that if you may get a really high ambition in your life, you need to adjust yourself. You need to adjust it. You don't want that, you know, you get high ambition and you don't want to catch it. So I always had the guts to overtake it, or trying to adjust myself to satisfy my clients. And I really appreciate all the support from the community that for trusting me, and for just like it's a good organizational skills that you know how to deal with any kind of clients, just like, because there's a lot of clients that they're really strict, and there's a lot of clients that are really, you know, trying to really watch you. You need to
Some people are hard to please.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
someday.
I think why I enjoy working with you, that's why I always call you, is that you have the ability to really listen. You know, when I mean listening, some people listen, but, you know, they listen and they do something else. In your case, you really listen because you do what I asked you to do. And that's really, really important. That adds to the quality of your service. When you go out of your way and do the things that they ask of you to do, and you step out of the plate and do it, that makes you a real winner. Just like being on the baseball field.
Yes.
You know?
And I'm not afraid of failing sometimes, because that's the way you learn. And this give you some thing or some idea to improve. So don't be scared. All the ones that are really trying to imitate what we're doing, don't please, and try to do your best, and just think positive.
Yes.
Yes.
You brought that up, the F word,
Yep.
failing. But, you know, it's okay to fail to improve our future.
Yep.
And, you know, you just have a great attitude, and I know that that's part of your important recipe in success.
I believe in that thing. Even though you fail, don't give up. Yes.
Wow. You sound like the guy who says never, never, never give up. Yeah.
Yep. And I always thank to those people that helped me up, especially for singing, because when I already concentrated on the business, as we've been doing a lot of businesses at that time, and I forget about singing because I didn't have a passion already on that singing, because you know, living in Hawaii, you need to work hard.
Right.
So, and I concentrated into production, and remember the first concert of Idol Van Bautista. That, you know,
Well, we produced that.
Yes.
We were the first one to bring him. Pinoy Power work with Van at that time at the Philcom Center.
Yes.
In fact, it was our 5th anniversary for Pinoy Power Radio. It was a great collaboration, and you were part of that.
Yes.
So we're excited to have him back because I know that Van Bautista is one of the people that you idolize, you look up to when it comes to music. And I know that he's had a lot to do with your first CD.
Yes.
And also he's helped you too with your second CD.
Yes. And the reason why I got into this, what do you call this now, situation about recording the CD, just because of him, because when we used to promote him, and I remember you interviewed me, and Cesar interviewed me, and can you try to sing a song from him, because they want to listen. So I tried, because, you know, I'm the producer, so I need to sing the song, and at the time, he's listening to. I remember when you interviewed me, and I'm listening. So, you have some, you know, kind of not really good voice, but you have, you know, some.
You saw the potential. Yes.
And at the time, so after the concert, successful concert, so I went on vacation to in California, and I went to their house, and he tell me, come to my room. Yeah. Can you try this song? Hold on, you know, Jack chicken skin about that every time that, you know, I think. My first try to record a song, and I really appreciate it, and I've been blessed.
You got the opportunity.
He liked it. Thank you, Idol Van Bautista, for giving me an opportunity to go back to my singing career again.
Yeah. So he did open the door for you. We play a lot of his song because we go way back when we first started Pinoy Power Radio. So, you know, with open arms, we want to welcome him back. And that's why we're going to talk about the Honolulu concert coming up. And we are inviting people to join us for this concert. Tell us a little bit about the concert. And
yes, because I've been promoting a lot of artists from the Philippines, celebrities. So, and I noticed about mga kababayan, they like listen to the Filipino, Ilokanos. So it's about time again to bring an Ilocano entertainment to all our kababayan, all working hard kababayan natin dito sa Hawaii and Maui. And because of that, we're trying to bring again that Honolulu show, which is an April 26th at the Philcom Center, and we call it Sonata ni Ayat, which is, I title it because this is my album release concert. We call it Sonata because we have, I have one of my composer, my uncle is Loreto Magsanidi, composed that song Sonata ni Ayat. And that's why I came up from idea, why not just name this concert as Sonata ni Ayat, since we are releasing this album. And thank you to all my composers anyway, and for sharing your talents, and to all our lyricists, arranger, and of course, some of my melody provided by Gayam Ben Bautista. He's really a very talented, gifted person for sharing their talents to me. And I really, really appreciate what they're doing.
Okay, wonderful. We want to congratulate you on that.
Yes.
There's also a Maui concert. Tell us about the Maui concert.
Maui concert is going to be in at Binihi at Ani at the Philcom Center on April 28, 2019 at 6 p.m. So, mga kababayan natin sa Maui, please, this is your chance now to see a lot of Ilokanos, Ilocandias singing sensation and Ilocandias superstars.
Okay, who are some of the artists that we can expect?
Of course, aside from the Prince of Ilocanos song, Ben Bautista, we have Norlene Domingo, the voice of an angel from Canada. She's really good. And we have the voice runner-up, Isa West. That's he really pump, and you can, you know,
a young energy.
Yes, young energy.
Powerhouse.
Yes. And we have, of course, the daughter of Van Bautista, Michaela, and the son, Keanu, and they're really superb singer. And we have Diva Sensation from Japan. He's going to be flying from Japan to here to entertain us. Auntie Emmy Fernandez, Emalu Fernandez. And we have my niece, the Ilocano, used to be a buko singer, Ilocano superstar, Mrs. Rosana Sarmiento Larocco. And we have the big king of Honolulu, Mr. Compadre Randy Valencia. He's really good. And the last one is the superb Nightshade Band. They always supporting me since I started those concerts. I always tell them, open up the crowd for a good part of
warm them up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and they're really good. I always keep bringing them.
I love the band.
With, of course, Eddie Lactawan and Mary Chris Baniguet.
Yes.
They're really good.
Wonderful people.
Yes.
Well, it's going to be a great night, 2 nights, as a matter of fact, one here in Honolulu and, of course, on Maui. So we want to remind you, our listeners, to come out and support.
Yes.
It's a great gathering, not only for Ilocanos, but to celebrate our culture,
Cultures, yeah.
our music, our love, our pride of the Ilocanos.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great, wonderful event.
And the period of it too, and we had a meeting with OFCC, Community Council of Hawaii, that there's the incoming pageant that they have, and those 4 contestants, they volunteering there's have to answer.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so they wanted part of this that show too. So, and they want to learn some of the cultures and Filipino way of entertainment. So they said, I really appreciate that they volunteering themselves to come and let the people coming in and show them where to see it and
Make them feel
yes,
comfortable.
yes,
It's a great way for
Yeah.
them to be a part of this wonderful venue coming up. Again, the date is April 26th,
April 26th at the Philcom Center and
Maui.
in Maui at the Binhi at Ani Philcom Center, April 28 at 6 p.m. po. Kita-kita po tayo dyan. Ilang tulugan na lang.
Okay, so we appreciate you taking the time to share with us what you do in the community to help empower others in line with our mission.
Yes.
On Pinoy Power Hawaii, we aim to enrich, enlighten,
Yes.
educate, entertain, and the big picture is to be empowered.
Yes, Auntie. And I really appreciate that, they're giving me an award, and which is, I've been really thankful, and which is, I always telling to everyone that even though a simple person like me it's been recognized from,
Can be recognized.
can be recognized from the community, just like you, the Empowerment Award of 2016, and 2018 from the Gumil and the Kailakwan Pride of Ilocano.
Yes.
I really appreciate.
And then recently you were selected Mr. Barong.
Mr. Barong, and I gave one of the awardee too for the Philippine Business Women
Yes.
Club and Foundation, something like that.
Yes, yes,
That
yes.
to be in Entertainment Productions Achiever
Yeah.
Award.
Well,
So
you
I
got it
appreciate
all.
Thank you.
Again, we congratulate you, and there are more good things to come up. Joeliho, I want to thank you for the time you have afforded us, and
Yes.
thank you for the empowerment.
Thank you.
Continue doing what you do as pride of the Ilocanos.
Yes, and I really appreciate those WOW Community Council of Hawaii that they give me an opportunity to have
Yes.
a board of director position, and I'm kind of newer on that kind of responsibility,
Yes.
but I do my best. Like the
More things to come.
More things to come.
Okay.
And the Samayo Ilocano, shout out, and I'm the
Yes.
serving as
We're going to
treasurer.
give you a chance. You got to come back
Yes.
because you got a lot to say.
You have to say, I really appreciate your time. Thank you, Auntie.
Okay.
you.
Time is up, mga kaibigan. You have to come back. Maraming salamat again for giving us the time to share the empowerment. Thank you again. Mabuhay. Maraming salamat po.